Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. And he'll shoot here. Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Bastoni cuts out the pass. And he cuts out the supply. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, good ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that has left him in a heap. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. No, not quite.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
He shifted it to the flank. Oh, easy pickings there. Collier, that's a good ball out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career.
He's tried one! Goal! Lazio! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Lazio have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And the shot! He scores! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Indonesia clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Indonesia grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
That has not gone well. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now that looks a decent ball. Now he's off and running. That has been cut short. And it's played forward. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Back into the middle. That's really well cleared. Guardiol. And that is a little undercooked. That's really well manoeuvred. He's through here. Gets into some space. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Lazio with the corner. They're first. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Now who's going to be first to this? And he's gone backward. He's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, that is a nice touch. Davids. And he was quick to react. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Lazio have their second corner now. He rises! He will be livid with himself. Time, excellent interception. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Well, there is a look that says it all, a piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Davids spread it left. And no, that was never going to make it. That's a nicely measured pass. Koulibaly. Oh, great! He's had a shot! Goal! Lazio! Into the lead once more. A finish of great. And the first half is done. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
And a quick reminder today to please take all lit-out bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution on the field. Number 14, Maradona.
That gets things going for the second half.
Fernando Torres.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Number 6.
Indonesia do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Yamal. Now it's Neymar. He might be in here! And he's intervened well there. Mbappe. Nice ball, and he's in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played over towards the opposite flank. Great hit! And it's come back out to... It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Indonesia with this to equalise. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
Yamal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Oh, right place, right time. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's not going to reach. Mane. Indonesia, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. They get a throw in. Neymar. Yamal! It's in! And the comeback is complete! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner. Unstoppable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Yamal. Lazio can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's had a go! And that is wildly off target.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Lazio choosing to make the first change. Uto. Referee's given a throw.
Substitution in progress.
That is a brilliant interception.
Lazio really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Big header! And that could come back to haunt them.
Kohler was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Mendieta. Oh, super find. He's cut it out. Mbappe. David! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Tunisia are making a change now.
Coming on the
He got
field
amongst the goals
is
here, and
number
now he
9,
takes his leave.
Messi.
I think he's put in a good shift, and
Now the finish! Gaitska Mendieta.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Lazio finding their passes. Mbappe. Now it's Mane. Now it's Neymar.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Neymar.
Mendieta.
Coming on to replace him is number 13,
Koller.
Erling Haaland.
Aims beyond the defence.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
Substitutions taking place.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. I think we've got just about enough time for this. Up he goes! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Tunisia have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, games at this level don't come too much bigger than this one. 90 minutes to decide whether they can take the big step up. The manager has challenged his players to deliver a statement, a warning shot to prospective opponents for next season. This is it. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Indonesia cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Vinicius Junior. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's got away. Oh, he's done very well to take... Decent hit! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi. Ødegaard. Yildiz. Ødegaard. Oh, great ball, and the shot! And they've switched it over to the other side. Mbappe, played out to the left flank. Mendieta gets across and deals with it. Now it's Messi. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Maradona. Oh, that was vital. Ødegaard. Koulibaly gets over and intercepts. Mendieta. Iniesta. Heads it!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Messi, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And no, that was never going to make it. Kimmich makes the interception. Messi, great chance! Oh, it's there! They have done it! They are level! You raise your game and we raise ours.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
The goal scorer after 26 minutes is number 9, Lionel Messi.
Indonesia grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Couldn't squeeze it through. Vinicius Junior. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi, and he's intervened well there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, nicely intercepted. De Ligt. Oh, no joy this time. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Yildiz. And here's Vinicius Junior. Driving on and making good progress. Gaitska Mendieta. Mosquera cuts out the pass. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kimmich. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. And we hit half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. How would you review the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1.
Information bulletin from the Regional Police Department. Substitution on the field. Number 9, Messi.
So it's back to business.
Catherine.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Number 14.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hernandez.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
6.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Vinicius Junior.
Kimmich.
Number 17.
Kubo.
Number 20. Yamal.
Odegaard.
Number 19.
He's going for goal!
Substitution in progress.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And here's Yamal. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe! Mane wins the duel this time. Can he finish? And he's done it! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
And Mane! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Koulibaly gets across to intercept that. Vinicius Junior. That's been cut out, well played. Kimmich. Mbappe! He has done it! effort. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious and all but unstoppable.
And yes, it's him again. Indonesia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. He's tried one! Oh, a very decent attempt. Ødegaard puts his foot on the gas. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Kubo. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Mendieta looking for the run. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Mendieta. Bastoni. Ball played for Mendieta. Into the last quarter of an hour. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Ødegaard. Oh, this is a terrific run. Mbappe. Bastoni. Oh, easy pickings there. He's gone forward. Yamal. He's played him through. Pau Kubasi spots it and intercepts. Kubo. Might be danger here. Mbappe! And that's a real chance missed.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Spread out to the left. Now it's Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! Just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Well timed, excellent interception. Kubo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal have their third corner. Indonesia are looking to go forward now.
4 added minutes has been
He has
indicated.
found the way through. Nice interception, well timed. 4 extra minutes added on. And it's Mane. Referee has just said play on. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Koulibaly. And that interception was most necessary. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Indonesia really deserve full marks to have come through such a difficult game in the manner they did. There's always a feeling that the fear of losing is what ultimately decides games like this, but not on this occasion. They played the game and the occasion beautifully.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special...